everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live. Can you hear us from all the way over there? I'm here with Becca Clason, an amazing lettering artist, stop motion designer, right? Maybe we can add another descriptor onto it today.
I don't know. I'll have to think of one.
Okay, sounds good. And as you can see, we are working on some pretty amazing stuff. Well, I'm not working on it. Becca is working on it, and we are here on Adobe Live on Behance. Please make sure you're watching at be.net/live, and let us know if you can hear me specifically. Cool, so maybe we can talk about what you did yesterday, and then we can jump into what's going on today.
Yeah, let's do it. So yesterday, we set up the lighting and everything, and I started referencing my sketch here and creating the word out of candy. So I have gotten a little bit farther. We're almost done with the layout, and then we're gonna start shooting the stop motion portion.
Ooh, so we're adding animation to this already tactile lettering. It is very multi-layered, very exciting. And if you're just tuning into Adobe Live, we are here every week, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. Every day we like to do a different contest, and we like to do giveaways. So we're going to be doing a giveaway in about an hour, and today's contest is we want you to hand letter a word. 3+ letters on a white background in either Photoshop or Illustrator CC. You have about an hour and a half to get those in. You have until 4:30 Pacific time to get those in. Click on the contest tab at be.net/live to learn more info. And we have a couple of submissions from last stream that didn't get shown, so maybe we can look at those real quick before we get started. I have them up on my screen. Awesome. So this is by John, and it says Joy, I believe. Really nice. I've seen a lot of these kind of flourishes in both Stefan and Jill's work today. And yours. You have some too.
That's true. I do.
Yeah, nice. This is from Kendra. Oh, balls.
I like that style. That's fun.
Really nice texture and drop shadow in there. Nice shot, Kendra. Broken. Nice. Very emotive.
Fragmented.
Yes.
Sure.
Ooh, I love the texture in this one.
Me too.
Nice job, Roland. Contra. Nice. Very clean and sleek. This is by Tammy. Fabulous 50. Oh yeah. Is it somebody's 50th birthday? Let us know. I know, was it Lisa Congdon turned 50? Happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Yay. This is by Eduardo. Life is delicious. I'm so
Especially when you have a table full of candy.
Yeah, right. These look like runts. I'm like, I really want to eat some now. Ghost Peppers by Daniel.
Inspired by Stefan.
Yeah, definitely. That was a really wacky stream. I enjoyed it. Nachos. Probably already also inspired. Yep. Viva Mexico. This is by Simon. Good lettering.
Cool.
Self-descriptive. Nice. This is Munir. Adobe Live. Ooh, Adobe Live Golden Ratio font.
And some outlines below.
Cool. How you built it. Wow, that's awesome, Munir. I love seeing your process. Ooh,
Dahlia.
Pretty.
That is pretty.
Yeah, by Guillermo. Beautiful shadows on here. Let's see if there's more. Oh, there is. Oh. The Visionary. Nice. Let us know what that is, if it's a brand.
Visionary?
Visionary?
I don't know. Visionary?
Yeah. Mary. Mary.
Mary.
Maybe. This is by Kevin. Nice. You always show your process. It's really helpful. Like. Really clean.
My only thought on this one just stands out. The L looks maybe a little bit like an S, just because the bottom left portion of the L is pretty large.
Right.
I would maybe make that part a little smaller, and the part that comes out of the bottom of the L a little bigger.
Gotcha.
But looks really nice.
Could be saying psych.
Psych.
Nice job, Soren Legendary. You have a nice little collection of submissions that you've done the last couple days. Really clean. And this kind of seems like the culmination of that style.
From Romania.
Ah, there you go. Nice job, Soren. We've got cats. I believe this was submitted earlier today, but nice to see it again. And broken again. Cool. So awesome job with your submissions, everyone. We will be looking at these intermittently throughout the stream, and you have until 4:30 p.m. Pacific time to get those in. Cool, so what are we gonna do today?
Okay, so I am just gonna finish tidying up everything and get it ready for shooting. And this part, I feel like can last forever for me. Not forever, but like, I always think I'm almost done and then I'm just like, oh, I need to fix that part. Oh, I need to fix that part. And it can end up taking like hours more. So I might have to like relax a little bit and just go with it. So
let it happen.
I still need to complete a few of the flourishes up at the top. And now that we have lights on it, some of the shadows are looking a little different. I'm gonna turn off my overlay for just a minute and look at it on my screen just to see how everything looks, because sometimes it can look different with the overlay on top of it. I want to make sure that I'm filling the spaces that I want to fill and that the shadows don't look weird anywhere. So I might have to clear up some of the highlighted spaces because the shadows are kind of encroaching a little too much on there, so they don't really stand out very much as white spaces. So I'll take a look at that and finish the flourishes above and fill in some of the empty spaces throughout, and then we'll start shooting. So this is the physical portion where I have to stand up, bend over, and reach to finish the flourishes there.
Is there like special outfits that you like to wear when you're doing this, so you're super comfortable?
If I'm working on the floor, if I'm working on something big, I wear like leggings, so I can just like crouch and not worry about like, oh, my jeans can't bend very well in them, you know?
Yeah.
And if I'm on the floor, I'm usually barefoot as well. But usually like sitting, I can wear whatever I want. But sometimes the clothing or the shirt that I'm wearing can color cast if I'm like depending on what color the background is. So I should take that more into account. I usually just wear whatever. But
just trying to do you.
Yeah.
Be you.
But probably wearing black would be like the best.
Right, not reflecting anything.
Stage crew.
Laura says this is looking so cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, Terrence, that's a great question. He's wondering, how long does the stop motion process take?
It totally depends, and I'm going to ask you guys your opinion or feedback, because there are a bunch of different ways I could shoot this. I also have a few little accent candies scattered throughout, so I'm just going to lay some of those down as well.
Sweet.
So I have a few tabs pulled up on my computer that I'm going to open in a few minutes and just show you a few examples of some of my previous videos that animate in different ways. And let's see which one you guys prefer. Maybe you have a preference and I can animate it that way.
Sweet.
So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes.
Yeah. So it could take anywhere from
a
couple hours that you have here to probably a lot longer.
Yeah, like sometimes if I am going really fast or doing it in a way that doesn't take as much time, for example, if I'm doing the right on effect, that would be me just like taking pieces away as I shoot, like each time I shoot, and I can just like dump those here in my pile.
Right.
But if I'm doing it like where it's snaking on, then I have to like move each piece like this, and then they're on the screen for a lot longer, and that process takes a lot longer.
Gotcha.
I could also do it where I'm like picking out random pieces throughout, so it looks like it's kind of like scattering on when I play it in reverse. It looks like it's just kind of appearing randomly.
Yeah, populating.
Or I could have it all come in from one direction, like I could scoot everything out from the bottom so that when I play the video in reverse, it looks like it's like appearing from the bottom and like filling in.
Cool.
So there are a lot of different options, and I'll show you some examples in a minute when I'm getting more to that point. But if you have any opinions now, let me know. I'm taking requests.
Aha. Fancy. So now you're just laying down these little accent pieces?
These little accents, yeah. I'm still missing one flourish up there that I need to stand up and do.
Ah. Do you ever like kick yourself for designing things a certain way. Oh, this is gonna be so hard to do, but it's gonna look so cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's always worth it at the end when I see the video, but sometimes during the process I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have animated it that way because it's taking so long, you know.
Right.
But if I'm really crunched for time, I'll try to animate things in a way that goes more quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can take several hours to animate, or it can take, you know, a half hour if I'm going super fast.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I'm like, oh, I have 15, like maybe 10, 15 more minutes, and then it takes like an hour longer.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just kind of hard to gauge how long it will take.
People are saying you could do them like they're bouncing out or they're dancing. This sounds pretty comprehensive. Maybe more than the just couple hours that we have.
Yeah, if I had a lot more time, I could get a little more crazy with the animating portion of it.
Yeah.
But that's what's so awesome about stop motion, is that there are so many options and so many ways that you can do it. There are different ways, like I probably haven't even tried, that I like want to experiment with. And it's also interesting when you can kind of incorporate two different scenes or vantage points.
Yeah.
For this one, it will all be overhead, one vantage point.
Right, yeah, I don't know if you, well, you can see this chat above. You can see her camera lens hanging down, so that's where you're getting that vantage point from.
Sometimes I mount two cameras to the bar overhead, and I have a time lapse going of the whole like creation process. So what I was creating yesterday and what I'm finishing today, it might have taken a photo every, you know, 10 or 15 seconds. And then I can use that as another video to show the process. The stop motion is like one way of showing it, and the time lapse is sort of a behind the scenes way.
Nice. That's always nice to see for projects. Natalia is saying it's such a pity to destroy this at the end. How do you feel about that whole process?
I kind of like it because it's like, I mean, I like having something to hold on to afterwards, like something to show for it, but in a way, like the photos and the videos that I create are the things that last, and that's like the point of what I'm doing. So I don't know, there have been a few things that I have to keep, you know, like maybe I mentioned this one yesterday, but I glue gunned like 1800 starbursts together to make like a freestanding word, and that's like something that's still in my studio, but everything else, just like wipes away. So it's kind of like just a temporary art, and that's kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah, maybe we can hop over to my screen and show this starburst that you were talking about yesterday. I have it pulled up. So you still have this kind of physical artifact.
There's some sound on there too.
Yeah. It'll pop over in just a second. Maybe.
Maybe. We will see.
We will see. See you later, Yuri. Get some good sleep. Thank you for sticking around all day. Appreciate it. Joseph says that he loves the onion skin. Loves the onion skin and dragon frame. He's got to get on that train.
Yeah, it can be really handy. I don't use it super often, but it's a great feature.
Right, like if you're really doing some kind of intricate animation stuff, I'm sure it'd be helpful. Maybe we can pop over to my screen and show this love statue. Awesome. Beautiful video. So you said that your husband is like really into video production and all that
he has
stuff.
like a film background, so he was the cameraman.
I thought, this looks really professional. Nice. So cool.
This was me. I think there's a behind the scenes photo on this if you scroll down. I was like holding onto that, like spinning it and then moving and taking a picture. So that portion was stop motion where it spins 360.
Gotcha. Yeah, all of this behind the scenes stuff is so kind of intense. Wow.
Yeah, that one took a long time to prepare. Like to glue everything, like it was like over the span of like a few weeks. Like
what?
I wasn't doing it full time
during
the day, but the whole thing, like maybe at night I would glue things for a while.
Yeah.
So it lasted a while.
And you said that was kind of just a personal project that you do on Valentine's Day some years?
That one was for Valentine's Day last year,
Yeah.
so I'll have to do some other candy thing for Valentine's Day this year. I don't know.
Better get started now.
I know. Don't have much time left.
No. Arturo says, Becca, you kill it. Killing it. Yes, everyone loves the Starburst statue.
That one's fun.
Yeah, chat, if you have any questions for Becca, she will be here until 5 p.m. Pacific time. So for about 2 more hours, a little less than that, and then she'll be back tomorrow for the final day. Any ideas what you're going to work on then?
So tomorrow, hopefully today I'll finish the shooting, but we'll see. Remember, I am not always sure how long it will take. So then I'm going to import all of the photos into AfterEffects and see how the pacing of that looks, and maybe work with some of the time remapping and color correction. And so I don't know. We'll start that today, and then we'll finish it tomorrow. I also have some vector lettering that I'm gonna add in this like white space right here.
Cool.
So it'll be kind of a mixed media thing.
I'm excited. Mixed media, like vectors and literal real things.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Someone had a really good idea. Have you ever used panes of glass to add multiple layers for like a parallax or depth effect?
That could be really cool. Yeah, like do something like this on the bottom and then have glass above it and maybe have the words like in there or something. Yeah, adding multiple layers. That could be cool. I wonder if you'd be able to tell.
Right. Right. Maybe if you like moved one of the levels ever so slightly.
Have to experiment. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the overlay for good now and just check this out. Okay, so I feel like I need to make those highlights bigger, which will take some tweezers.
Right, I noticed that you had are those your good tweezers?
They're just like regular tweezers.
Oh, okay.
I had forgotten my I have really long tweezers that have like a kind of a leg.
Yeah.
So they're not just straight like this one, but they have like kind of an angled thing.
Like doctor's
so I
tools.
can exactly. So I can like pick it up like that or something with it. And it's really handy when I'm trying not to move things around it.
Ooh, it's gonna be so scary and exciting.
I know.
Someone also had a great question. Oh, Mercedes was wondering if you could talk a bit about your work with, is it Argentinian yogurt?
Yeah, so what do you want to know about it?
I think they wanted to know kind of how you made that connection and how you got that project, how it went.
That was a really fun one because it was TV commercials, which I hadn't done before, and so that was really fun. They emailed me. I didn't have any connections with them beforehand. So yeah, I mean, do you have any other specific questions about that project? Happy to answer whatever.
Great. So your previous work and your portfolios, maybe word of mouth, is how they found you?
Oh, actually, so the creative director on the project, Ari, he mentioned that he followed me on Instagram and stuff like that. So he, like, this project came up and he, I guess, had the idea, like, we should do it like this, and then they reached out.
Gotcha. So those social media connections were really key there. John, who had the idea about the parallax pane of glass, said that you could also use like vellum to diffuse the glass, like make a
make it more matte or frosted.
Frosted, yeah. Great idea, John. I like the way you think.
Great idea.
Okay, Mercedes says yes. That answered all their questions. A lot of people are wondering what you're going to do with all the candy, if we're going to do a giveaway.
Give away the candy?
Yeah.
I mean,
why not?
I don't know what the giveaway restrictions are, but
we'll send you a bunch of candy that you can get.
All the candy that I've touched. I don't know if you want that, but we have some unopened.
Yeah, oh yeah, lots. And also lots of opened that is not going to be used.
Yeah, but I had to have all my options.
True, true. I mean, it's just candy. Just sugar.
Okay. Let's see. So the things that stand out to me like color-wise on here are like the purples seem like really dark, and then the yellows seem like maybe a little bit bright. So I'm wondering if I need to swap out some of those colors just to make it more of a middle ground.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. The purples almost look like little black spots. And
I'll be like brightening up some of it in post-production, but I want to get it like as close as I can. I don't want to have to edit like individual beans on there.
No, yeah. People are saying that would be really gross if you sent the candy. Your handy candy. Yep.
That's
what Tiana's
I washed my
calling
hands though, so. But still.
Right. There's nothing worse than like warm, like hand candy. You know.
I mean, I don't come across it very often, other than my own.
Your own, yes. Even your own
candy.
is gross, I think.
Yeah.
Oh. Jose wants to know if you have any animators that you would recommend watching for inspiration.
Like stop motion animators, or
sure, if you have any, or if you just kind of.
Visual Country does really good work.
Gotcha.
They're an like agency or studio in New York City, and I love following them. Let's see, Trisha Zemp, she does really fun stuff. A lot of paper craft things, but not always paper.
Very cool. So there's a lot of artists out there that kind of mix stop motion and animation into their work, and that's really exciting to me. I like these little added details of different kinds of media. Adobe Candy, is that a thing?
It is now.
Adobe CC, Adobe Candy.
Okay. So I have all my accents how I want them. Now I have to tackle the purpleness here. Let's see. So these purples just look a little dark. I'm not going to swap out all of the purples, but maybe a few of them. But since I am a little crunched for time, I want to make sure I have everything filled in first, and then I'll swap out what I can't.
Gotcha.
So I still need to fill in a little bit of the P here. So let's find some small ones to fit that space.
Ooh, yeah, so during Stefan's stream, you were sitting over here just kind of adding nerds and little tiny pieces of candy to really...
I was trying to get ahead a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, this is a pretty complex thing that you're working on over here. Nikolai wants to know if you could please shake the table.
Oh, gosh.
Not this time.
No, thank you.
You can't trick us, Nikolai.
After I've shot everything, then I'll shake the table.
Okay, shake it really hard. But then it won't really matter because nothing will be there anyways. I know. Kieri wants to know if there's a specific food that's been the trickiest to work with, and we kind of talked about this yesterday. But maybe you can just highlight a couple.
The more like liquidy, like viscous foods are difficult to work with, like honey, or I've done like barbecue sauce and ranch dressing and yogurt. Those ones were easier than honey. Like honey spreads really easily, so any cross like connections of letters, they all like just turn into like a bulge.
Oh no.
But I've seen some examples of people doing it, like it ended up like looking really good. Lauren Hom, she posted something with maple syrup recently.
Right.
Oh no. Okay, no, that was wrong. I thought it was maple syrup at first because it was like lettering on top of a pancake. And then in her description, she mentioned that she had just like written it maybe with a toothpick or something, I can't remember, on the pan and gotten that part dark. So she did the lettering first on the pan, and then she poured the pancake on top of that. And so it cooked with the lettering really dark because that had been poured on first. And that was like a really unique like way to solve the problem. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, Lauren is in the chat.
Really?
She says it was a real pancake. It took way too long.
Yeah, it was a real pancake. Good job, Lauren.
Yay! That's so cool that we have other lettering artists in the chat. We had Shauna Parmesan in here earlier. I mean, all of you are also lettering artists if you are entering the contest.
Let's see, I'm gonna swap out that purple.
Who else in chat? Who else is a self-declared lettering artist? Let us know. And if you are just joining us, we've been live with Becca for about 30 minutes. This is the second day of Adobe Live this week. We are live Tuesdays through Thursdays, 9 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And this week we are focusing on lettering. So that means a lot of different things. It could mean lettering out of candy. It could mean Stefan making lettering out of hot peppers earlier, or just lettering on the iPad or with paint. So we do have a contest running, and it is to create your own hand-lettered word. You must use Illustrator CC or Photoshop CC with a white background. That's a pretty important little aspect of it. So you have about an hour to get those submissions in. Click on the contest tab at Adobe Live. Nope, that's not a website. be.net/live. Click on the contest tab, and that's where you can find more info.
Okay, so I'm taking the Nerds, which are my smallest candies here,
And the best
and I want
ones.
to, the best ones in Kathleen's opinion. I'm gonna stand overhead and just see like what spaces need to be filled, because from my like vantage point here, it all looks filled, but from when I look overhead, which is where the camera's taking, I see a lot of like spaces. So I'm just gonna drop some Nerds in there, which Nerds are gonna be harder to animate with just because they're small.
Oh, yeah.
And so bigger things like move more quickly, but gotta fill those spaces.
I didn't even think about that. You really can just drop them in and they'll kind of fill that empty space you have. Nice. People are saying you must have a very strong back if you're just like basically 90-degree angling.
Well, if I were doing this most of the time, I would not be able to continue in this path of my career. But usually I'm like sitting most of the time and then standing for like some of it if I need to.
Right.
But on that lentil one that I was talking about yesterday, that one I was like this most of the time, and so that's why my back hurts so bad.
Oh, goodness. Christy says, love the lettering and seeing different media. Thanks for sharing, Becca.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for being here and taking us on this sugary ride.
Sugary ride.
Down Candy Mountain. Oh, people are looking at Lauren's portfolio and saying that they really like her Cheetos crown. That's awesome, Lauren.
Lauren loves Cheetos. Let's see. Okay, I feel like I'm almost done. It's really hard for me to say like, okay, I'm done, I'm ready to start shooting, because I always see like more things that I want to fix.
Yeah.
But I really can't keep doing that because I really need to start shooting because of our time.
Yes. Lauren says, Becca sent me Cheetos in the mail for the holidays.
I did.
This is true. What a good friend. That's awesome. Brian, you have about an hour to get your contest submission in. So get working. We'll look at more submissions as they come in, so we don't have a million to look at right at the end. Because that's not fun for anyone. Oh no!
Okay. So let's see my highlights. I might be able to, like when I brighten stuff at the end, those the little highlights here that are kind of reversed out, they may show up a little more strongly. This one is being blocked because it's got a juji fruit in the way.
What are you
So
doing in there, Jersey fruit?
it's kind of tall, so it's casting a bigger shadow. So I'm going to put something more shallow.
Ah, smart. Did anyone ever watch Homestar Runner back in the day?
Oh my gosh.
Jersey fruits?
I forgot about that.
That's what I think of whenever I see them.
Like,
It's awesome.
okay.
Some of these candies are really interesting colored, like the Now and Later or Good and Plenty, like this kind of pinkish.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, it's just
This
such
is
a
a
pretty
Tic
color.
Tac. It's like a,
Oh,
it was like a, I don't know, Valentine's Tic Tac maybe. They were like pink and white, so
gotcha.
yeah.
They're like the color of your nails.
The lemon heads are rolling everywhere, so I need to
No.
chuck them under the table.
Means I need to eat them all.
There's a bowl, so I'm throwing them in the bowl.
There you go. Trash bowl that Stefan was eating out of earlier. Like popcorn.
Okay. Let's see. I am gonna move this dot. Anyone want an orange dot?
Not at all.
I'm gonna put something more shallow there, because that was casting a big shadow. And filling in some of this space. So it's really nice to have like different textures and heights and like widths and sizes of things, but sometimes the heights are a little too high and cast too much of a shadow. So that's what I'm trying to work out here. Let's see. I really want this side of this Y to look a little more straight. I have a bunch of yellow things along there, or like light colored things, so I'm gonna put a few darker ones just so you can like see the length of that Y a little bit better.
Makes sense.
I'll put in a green one.
Julia is wondering if you've ever done any covers for books, because she can see your work like for a cookbook or something.
Oh, I would love to. I did a book cover. It was out of paper, like lettering out of paper, sort of like in reverse, like relief, or knocked out, I guess. But the book hasn't come out yet, so I haven't shared that. But for a cookbook, I would love to. I had an idea to make a book myself and talked with like an agent about it, but I haven't really pursued that lately just because I've had a lot of client work. And so I haven't made time for the book.
That's
but
cool
maybe
that it's
someday.
Something that you would be interested in pursuing.
Let's see. I will put a blue one there.
I will call him Blue. So apparently Lauren Home posted this on her Instagram story. So thank you, Lauren. Bringing lots of new friends over to the stream. I love hearing how you in chat found out about this live stream. Like, were you on Behance and you saw the banner at the top? Were you using one of the CC apps? Word of mouth? Let us know.
My Instagram stories, maybe some people saw it from there.
Oh, cool.
I don't know.
Nice.
I'm not assuming they're here from there. I'm just wondering who's here. Who's here because of my Instagram story?
Put a star in chat if you are. I love that. Like, people are always like, if you're here from Instagram, like, put an emoji. But I don't know if you can do emojis on here, so I won't say that. Okay, so Lauren saw Becca's Instagram story. Notification in CC, nice. Notification from CC from Jessica, cool. Becca's IG story. Oh, you saw it on Max last year, and then you've been hooked ever since. That's awesome, Jose. Awesome. I'm so glad you all came from the notifications and any kind of way that you heard about the live stream. We are glad that you're here.
My vector lettering might be filling this space, so I don't think I can put this here. I'll put one up here. I'll put one in here.
The composition is almost complete.
Okay, I don't think this jelly bean's supposed to be here, so I'm just gonna...
Oh yeah, that's the one that you pulled out.
Move that away. Oh yeah. Okay. So now I have to determine if I'm ready to shoot, because once I start shooting, I can't go back and like fix stuff.
Ah, so much pressure.
I know, it really is. Like sometimes I design and then I like just sit there like with anxiety for a while. Like, can I start shooting yet?
Eek. We have a live audience. I can tell you, yes, you're ready. I can validate you. But at the end of the day, it's your decision.
Yeah.
Oh, Eleanor, you found out through the Creative Cloud app? Awesome.
This one. Cute. This is gonna bump other things. Okay.
Boom.
Got it. Let's do something small there, like a tic tac. Okay. Okay, almost there. You see, I get anxious before shooting.
Well,
do you feel my anxiety?
Yeah. He says we can shoot. Let's shoot.
We can shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The highlights, they're not perfect, but I gotta finish this in time, so I gotta start shooting. Okay, but I'm gonna just move one more.
Okay, but really.
This is how I always do it. I'm like, oh, ready. Oh, nope. Gotta fix something.
Hold that thought. How you doing, Donna? Thanks for joining. Alexander, yes, this is live. We are live here in San Francisco. Welcome to the studio. This is cool. We're at kind of a different angle than we usually are. We're kind of at across the room from the desk that we're usually sitting at, so I like showing you all in chat a different vantage point in our beautiful studio.
Okay. Okay. Maybe ready to shoot. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Can it show my computer?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go here. Oh. Okay, so I have a few of my Instagram videos pulled up. So this one, I'm gonna turn down my sound. I don't need sound. There are a few scenes at the beginning, but when you see the lettering come in, you'll see that it like kind of falls in like snow.
Oh.
So on that one, I just like, but that one took a little longer because I had to move like every piece like up so that in reverse it looked like it was coming down.
Whoa.
So that is one way it could animate. This one, it shows all the coffee beans that you'll see in a second. They all come in from one side like more quickly, not like falling as slowly, but they come in from the left-hand side. Oh, and the right-hand side. So they come in together like that and like go into a ball and then kind of make the lettering from there. So they just collide.
Cool.
And then this one, it's just the regular like write-on effect, which is the fastest way that I do animated lettering or stop-motion lettering. Because that one I can just like pick up pieces and toss them.
Yeah. That might be the most conducive for this situation.
I just want to show you guys all the options just so you're familiar. So this one I combined two different ones. So bring on the, I had those kind of, I think I had them snake in. We'll find out for sure when I play it.
Yeah.
And then brew did the write-on effect, but the rest of it did a snake in.
Whoa. So cool, so organic.
I love the effect of like the stuff snaking in, but it does take longer to animate. So
do you really have to kind of think about how it's moving in?
You have to think about like the trajectory and like make sure that you're not, when it's like going frame by frame, it's not like wiggling or like jumping around. I have to try to like match the way that it's moving so that it looks more like a live action movement like in the end.
Right, there's even some like squash and stretching things I'm seeing, like spacing things out more when they're moving more quickly and squeezing them together. That's really
that's
cool.
that happens when I so that it shows that they are moving more slowly when I move them like slow increments at a time, but when I move like larger increments at a time, it'll look like it's moving much more quickly. So this one is made out of like bits of granite, and it kind of just like populates in kind of random scatters.
Oh, nice. Wow.
So that's an example of digital, or like what vector lettering working with the stop motion.
I was wondering if those were tactile pieces for the and the flourish.
Whoa.
Look away.
Spazzing. Okay, I think those are all the options I was gonna show. So, what do you guys think of those? Let me know your thoughts. I'll probably do the write-on effect for the lettering, and maybe I could have the flourishes snake out. But what do you guys think about the different options? If time weren't an issue, which one would you like to see the most?
Yeah, that's a good question. Amanda says maybe the flourish can snake in, which is what you just said, so that's awesome. And then write on for the play. So that seems like what you just said.
I read her mind.
Yep, exactly. Laura says, yes, the snake would be really cool if you had the time. Love them all. So all of them are awesome. Oh yeah, Julia says that she likes it when they randomly come in from the sides. The snow was pretty cool. So many options.
I know. That's what's fun about it. There are so many options.
True.
Let's see. I'm gonna fill in this space a little bit here. As you can see, I just can't stop.
Maybe I'll force you to stop and we
Perfectionist,
can
yeah.
make
me stop. Just
cool.
make me.
Let's hop over to my screen and look at some of these contest submissions.
Okay.
So this looks like it might be a logo, like for a restaurant. The Grill Street. Yeah, that's what it says in the file name. So that's cool. Nice.
Maybe I like the kebab or like the stick through the letters.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Nice little detail.
Although it looks a little bit like an F, the SF. I know it's street, but maybe the end of that skewer could be separated from the T, so it doesn't look like an F.
Totally good idea. Whoops. All right, be grateful.
That's fun.
Really pretty with a nice texture on the inside. I love these cute little shapes on the end of the flourishes. Nice.
Lazy.
Yeah, this doesn't look very lazy to me. It's like seeing your process. Nice job. Right, this is by Jack.
Feliz Natal.
Cool. Does that mean happy birthday? No. I don't know. I don't know any Spanish.
Merry Christmas?
Is
Natal? What is Natal? I don't know. Tell us, Jack.
Please educate us. But really pretty script lettering, and I love the texture in the back. Oh, it is Merry Christmas. Wait, no.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's Spanish. Natal. I mean, Feliz is, but Spanish.
Yeah.
Feliz is Spanish, but maybe it's also something else because I don't know what Natal is. Maybe it means like nativity. I don't know.
Could be.
Maybe it is Spanish, and I just don't know.
Moving ahead, so we don't make more of a fool of ourselves.
Yeah, don't judge me. I speak some Spanish.
There you go. There's magic. Really nice. It's got a nice flow to it.
There's no name on that. Where's that?
No, not at the moment, but we can find out who did the magic. Let us know in chat.
Yay!
This is by Yuri. Really cute texture. Nice. And this little boop at the end gives it a little bit of personality.
It does. I like that.
Awesome, and then this is the start of the set that we already looked at. So keep getting those contest submissions in. You have about 45 minutes until
I gotta work so fast.
Yeah,
okay.
so we have 45 minutes until we're gonna start in After Effects.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna scoot my candy into the bowl so I make sure that it's not in the scene here. Probably spill some on the floor in the process.
We'll play pickup crew. These are tiny little brooms.
Lots of sugar on this table.
Yes, like literal sugar.
Literal.
Grains of sugar.
Grains of sugar. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, it was Portuguese. And it's like happy winter is what it means. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for letting us know. Okay.
We're human, just like you.
So as I move stuff off, I'm gonna leave this bowl handy so I can just drop.
Do you want me to hold it?
Well, let's see. If it's out of the way of the camera, I could probably leave it here. That might block you from the camera though, so.
Oh, I think it'll be okay. The camera's up there. But what
I'll
do you
just leave it down here.
Just drop it like it's hot.
So often I use a keypad, I think I mentioned this yesterday, to just hold and take a picture, but I can also take it from my computer because I don't have the keypad with me.
Oh no, it didn't get overnighted to you?
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't say, I called the hotel and they said it wasn't there yet, so hopefully it's not lost forever.
Right. Oopsies.
Let's see. I also want to make sure that the lighting is how I want it. I'm noticing a little bit of double shadows here, so maybe I'm going to adjust this side light just a little bit.
Michelle to the rescue.
Oh.
So
let's angle this away just a little and bring it a little closer.
I can also reduce the, here it's at 4,000, and you can go from 1 to 5,000.
Okay. I don't know. Let's try moving it a little. Oh no, we don't want to block you though. So yeah, let's leave it there, but maybe angle it away a little bit.
It's right on me. Highlight on fleek.
Highlighting Kathleen. Let's see, and maybe we can try moving this one a little bit too. Maybe angle it like a little bit this way, so that it's not like as the lights come in like this, they're casting shadows this way, and then we have our main light source there, so it's casting a shadow this way. So I don't want like 3 shadows cast on all the candy.
Right.
So
Sarah says
a little bit better.
Props to the crew. So
yeah, crew.
props Michael. Props Francisco. Props Gusbot.
Let's see. Can that one come a little closer? Or is the other stand in the way?
Yeah, I can increase the intensity if you want.
I don't necessarily want it increased. I just don't want it lighting up
Okay, let's try this.
as much. I'm gonna put a little guy here.
Maybe there.
Yeah, I think that's good. I still see a tiny bit of shadow casting this way and that way, but I'm also going to be brightening the
Your
white
brown.
balance like in post, so it will those really light shadows may disappear a little bit.
Perfect.
I just don't want, if I don't have these 2 side lights, then it gets really dark right here,
Right.
which I can also kind of like mask, like a feathered mask in post, and just bring up like the bottom part, but it's nice to have it already there a little bit. So let's see.
More light for me.
More light on Kathleen.
For me and my chat. My beautiful chat. Love you, chat.
But now I'm like, are they even adding anything? Did I move them way too much? Oh, and also before I shoot, I'm just gonna double check the focus one more time. I didn't tape the lens yesterday. I forgot to.
Ooh.
So while I shoot, let's see, where's my gaff tape? I like to keep some gaff tape on hand, where I have gaff tape taping down the
Right.
paper backdrop, and I tape my lens with it once I get the focus right. So I'm gonna hold this close to me, dropping candy everywhere,
And the whole stream
and
goes
work
dead.
work on the focus a little bit, just to make sure.
Ooh.
Okay. So it's in focus. It probably was before, but I just had to check.
Yeah, just to be
So
sure.
now I'm going to tape my lens so the zoom and the focus stays where it's supposed to, just in case gravity takes over. And now I can start shooting. So let's see. But like, of course I want to add like some more stuff
Becca?
over there. Don't let me.
Quit.
Don't let me.
Leave it.
Okay. It's just, doesn't have to be perfect.
No, I think it is perfect in its own way.
Perfect in its own way.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start a new take for this. So I have the whole stop motion stream in one, and I can play it back and just see. So let's see. Okay. Take my first photo, because I don't have my remote thing, so I'm just going to be taking it from my computer. And then, so the last thing I want to appear is probably probably the little things like popping in. So I'm going to just take a few of those away. I'll start with just taking 2 away. Drop them in the candy bucket.
Ta-da!
And then I'll take a few more.
Wow. What a process.
I know. So it's a slow process. I'm kicking candy under the table.
So many things going on.
Okay. So sometimes when I pick up stuff to take it away, I sometimes drop it, and then like it messes things up. So I have to be pretty careful when taking stuff away. And I also try to, and this is also a little bit dependent on my light source, but I try to be sitting in the same spot each time when the photo takes, so that like I'm not casting any shadow here in one photo and then not in another one.
It's really smart.
It's something I've learned from
Right.
past experience.
Right. I've done stop motion in the past, and I think something similar happened, and I was like, why did that happen? Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
So as it goes on, do you start taking bigger chunks, or is it all kind of the same amount every time?
It depends. Like, yeah, sometimes I take bigger chunks. For these ones that are just kind of going to be scattering on at the end, so the first one I took 2, the second one I took 3 off, the next one I took 4 off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like taking a few more off each time, or
Gotcha.
1 more off each time, so that it feels like it's slowing down at the end, or kind of like easing in.
That makes sense.
So it's kind of like pacing.
Yeah.
And in stop motion, you kind of want things to overlap a little bit in their animating, so it's not like the word comes in and then things stop, and then the flourishes come in and then
Yeah.
it stops, and then the little dots pop in. I want the flourishes to like overlap with the dots, and then the flourishes overlap a little bit with the letters. So I have to plan that out ahead of time, like what's my like process here. And sometimes I have storyboards, sometimes I don't. For this one I don't have them. I just kind of have to map it out in my mind, like, okay, so once I get this much moved, then I have to start this one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just like wing it, but it's always better if you think it out a little bit.
Right.
But sometimes I end up like moving things a bit different than I had planned, and so I just have to go with it. Or sometimes I can mask portions in AfterEffects, like if I animate this first and then watching the video I was like, oh, I want that to have come in later, or like something like that. So I can like maybe cut out one area and like mask that in earlier on in the timeline.
Yeah.
Sometimes that works.
That's so cool. I would have never even thought that you did that, because the end product that you produce is so clean. It's a nice little secret.
Yeah, a little secret. Not so secret.
Not so secret anymore. Yes, everyone's very interested in Dragon Frame. And if you even have any tips for maybe mobile apps that are good for stop motion, or if you haven't even really...
I haven't really used mobile apps. I've only
Yeah.
used this. I feel like I've used like EOS Utility before.
There's gotta be something.
Yeah, I'm sure there are mobile apps.
Right. Let us know in chat if you know of any.
Yeah, have any of you guys used mobile apps for stop motion or time lapse stuff before? So, and maybe this is just like my vocabulary, how I describe it, but for me, time lapse is like when you see just like the process, not in real time, but like you see the whole process.
Gotcha.
Where like hands are moving or like making stuff, or you see a time lapse of a chalk lettering and you see the person there like creating the whole thing, and it's just sped up like a hyperlapse. And then stop motion doesn't usually have me in it, although stop motion can obviously have people in it. A lot of people use hands in it to like, touch something, and it's like a magic trick, it turns into something else.
Totally. I love that.
Yeah, it's a really cool effect. Let's see.
So we have
So I'm going to start
35 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to start moving these. I'm going to have to probably not... I'm going to probably have to overlap things a lot more in the movement, just because I need to finish in time.
Yeah.
I wish I had my keypad.
I know, that's so sad that they...
But it's okay.
Overnighting did not help you
work
at
out
all.
for me.
No. Man, that's the worst. Chat, let us know of any projects that you've done where things maybe kind of fell apart, or you had to stay up all night and finish something, you didn't have your remote like Becca.
I'm going to move my badge because it's getting in my way.
There you go. We love hearing those kind of growing stories and how you overcame the adversity.
So for these flourishes that are snaking on, I have to move each one individually, little by little, like when I take these photos.
Shelly, does homework count? Homework totally counts. I think. I have one. It was my first year of college, and I was actually trying to get into a graphic design program, even though I didn't like graphic design. It was just the only thing that was available at my school at the time. And it was the night before we had to turn in like our application, and you had to do this big design project, and I had been working on it for days. And then I looked at the prompt the night before and realized that I had done the entire project wrong.
No.
Like I was supposed to illustrate how to visually communicate how to change a car tire, but I had been illustrating how to communicate how to change a bike tire. So
a little different.
Come on, that was the only all-nighter I pulled in all of college.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
pulled a few, usually during finals weeks. Where
Right.
did you go to college?
I went to Columbus College of Art and Design
Cool.
in Ohio. I mean, I could have pulled all-nighters, but I just didn't. Out of principle, I guess.
Now that I'm older than college age, it's a lot more difficult to pull an all-nighter.
Right. It physically hurts. your
Okay,
body.
so I'm going to start some of these other ones so that they can overlap, so that I can get these going more easily, more quickly. Okay,
You
I'll
got
just
it.
throw that one away.
I'll regale you with some horror stories while you're working on this. So for Nicholas, one of his tough projects was he had to create a logo for a small city. The city councilor wanted something really simple. No animals, trees, nothing, just words. His final requested logo wound up with 14 lily pads, an alligator, a cypress tree with moss, a bullfrog. Oh no.
Did you guys see that? I almost
got
hit
it.
my thing. It didn't hit.
A heron, some cattails, and then the word of the city.
That sounds pretty intense.
Sounds like an actual nightmare. Man. So Tiana has client work, but she gets so creative and in her mood that she wants to work on what she's working on. And so the last logo that she made for a client started at 8 p.m. and finished at 2 a.m. Nice. Ooh, Sarah had over 30 all-nighters your junior year at UNCSA. You work best under pressure. Nice,
That's a
Sarah.
lot of all-nighters.
Yeah, man.
But I feel like all-nighters are so tough because once you get to like 2 or 3 p.m., then sometimes you get so tired that your brain is just slowing down.
Yeah.
And if you just went to sleep and woke up at like 5 or 6 a.m., you would work a lot faster
Yeah.
when you're recharged a little
Oh
bit.
my gosh, totally. I remember that night that I pulled that all-nighter, I felt crazy. And then I had to go wake up early and hand deliver it. I was just like, never again. Maybe that's why I never pulled one again. It was very strange. Jessica, I went to Columbus College of Art and Design, not Savannah College of Art and Design. But they're both good schools. Let's see.
So I forgot to move this one. I almost took a picture without moving the top flourish. So that's often, like I often have to toggle between frames just to make sure I moved everything that I had previously moved. Sometimes I still miss it, like if there's a lot going on, a lot of things moving at once, I sometimes miss like, oh, I skipped like 2 frames without moving that thing.
Right.
But usually when I play it back in AfterEffects, it like is often moving so fast that you don't notice.
True.
And if it is, sometimes I can mask it to come in at the right spot.
Stefan was creating a game in Flash, worked all night to finish it, and then almost fell asleep in the morning when he had to go to school to present it. Oh, all that work for nothing.
Oh man. I like these horror stories. Keep them coming.
Yes. All right. More horror stories, please. Sarah says that her muse is always at 2 a.m. Yeah, that's when you make the best work, Sarah. Nice. Jessica says, I went to architecture school and all-nighters were just a way of life. I brought a sleeping bag to my studio my junior year and would sleep under my desk.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. I know. I knew plenty of people like that, and they just looked like they were about to fall over dead every day. I'm like, I can't do it. It's not worth it.
Not worth it to me.
I just figured out how to work really fast. It's like, Terrence worked on a magazine design in grad school all night, and the file became corrupt. Oh,
No.
But you learned a valuable lesson on saving multiple copies.
Oh my gosh. I've definitely had like Illustrator or something crash like before I saved.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, no. I have to like sit there like in mourning for like a few minutes before I can function again.
Yeah, just like let yourself be upset. Move on. Oof, Kevin says, I worked until 5 in the morning to build a packaging design dummy, and it was not even chosen. The life of a designer.
Yep.
Oh, man. Laura says, you need sleep. I totally agree. She learned that doing her first stop motion, it was for her master's thesis project. It had 3 months to do everything. It's 6 minutes. Very stressful. Oof.
Yeah, I haven't ever done a longer format stop motion. It would be fun or interesting. I guess like I like the projects that I have because they're usually like shorter spans of time. Like I've been working on projects for anywhere from like my production usually lasts 1 to 4 days or something, but if there's like a longer campaign or something in it, it can last, you know, several weeks. But by the end of like the long ones, I feel like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. Like my, I need like things to be varied to, I don't know, keep me like really excited about it.
Yeah, keep enjoying what you do.
But then there are like, you know, filmmakers or whatever who work on the same project for years, or I guess if they're like directors, they can be working on it for a really long time. Or people who create like the character stop motion stuff, like
oh my gosh,
like the Nightmare Before Christmas type of thing, and those take so long.
That's really like a labor of love.
Yeah.
Natalia says Becca really is a perfectionist. Can you tell, Natalia? Sarah, you're totally right. Technical difficulties do always happen during the all-nighter. It's like the ghouls come out. The bad spirits. Oh, right. I almost forgot that we have a giveaway to do.
Giveaway!
This whole different setup has got me all thrown off. So chat, we do love to do a giveaway during most streams. We like to do them an hour into the stream to get everyone kind of pumped up and participating in chat, because that is how you win the giveaway. All you have to do is be logged in to your Behance account at be.net/live. Participate in chat in some way. Maybe you haven't said anything yet. If you haven't said anything yet, this is the time to say something, because you could win something for free. Don't feel like you need to say anything large or really impactful. Oh no.
I just dropped that on my A.
Darn. You could say, it's okay, Becca, you got this.
Let's see, where are my tweezers?
Where are they?
Where are they?
Hello, tweezers?
They probably fell off somewhere. Okay, just use my fingers.
Okay. Pulling the candy. But anywho, chat, just send over a message of encouragement for Becca, maybe, or let us know the most difficult project you've ever worked on.
Is it something to...
The tweezers.
to pinch?
I mean, like...
It's under your Mac. Under your Mac.
Under your Mac.
Yep.
Boom.
There they are.
Michael for the win.
Okay.
So say something in chat and we'll use some Adobe magic to pick a random winner. Woohoo!
Okay, so, I mean, things will be moving so quickly that, like, you may not even notice, like, such a tiny movement like that, but it's possible. So, try to minimize it, and this is where, like, onion skin would come in handy, and I would try to, like, finesse everything to, like, get it back just exactly how it was before, but I'm not going to do that this time, just because I don't have enough time. So, I don't think that that will be super noticeable.
Somebody wants you to do a 24-hour live stream of you doing this. Becca Clason
I don't
TV.
want to be doing this for 24 straight hours.
Yeah, you're like, please don't make me. Sounds like torture. So we have a winner for the giveaway. This is the last stream of the day, so congratulations on the last opportunity to win today. No worries, you're going to have 4 chances to win tomorrow. The winner of the giveaway is, drumroll please, in chat. I won't actually do one because that might be disastrous. It is Shelly Rowe. Congratulations, Shelly. I've seen you in chat, so I hope you're still around. Make sure, oh, I see you just chatted, so that's great. Make sure to be on the lookout in your Behance messages. Adobe Live team will be messaging you soon. You have the great honor of receiving 3 beautiful posters that were made here live in the studio by Robzilla, Jingwei, and Christine Heron. Congratulations!
Okay. In a few frames, or I need to start moving these in larger increments so that I can get them off the screen in time. So that's my next plan.
Cool, so it'll kind of be like a little bit of a slower when they're
so when played in reverse, it'll like slow down and kind of ease into their spots. And I also, since we're on a tight deadline here, I just need to kind of get them off the paper like as soon as possible while still like keeping their trajectory, you know?
There you go. Shelly, who just won, shared a horror story of spilling pop on your computer.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Also, Shelly, I'm glad you call it pop. I call it pop too. I'm guessing you're from the Midwest somewhere.
In Utah, people call it pop.
Oh, awesome.
I call it soda though.
Why?
I don't know. I just prefer it.
Are you originally from Southern California?
I was born in Ventura, California.
Okay.
And then moved to Vegas for a year or so, and then moved to Farmington, Utah when I was 9 years old.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Maybe that's where the soda comes from. Who knows? But Shelly, you won. So I'm glad that maybe the pop incident no longer haunts you, and now you have 3 beautiful posters. I've lost all of my previous work from like college and before that because of a dead hard drive.
Oh no.
Just kind of had to let it go, had to break up with it.
All my work is on a hard drive that like I can't even hook into my computer anymore because it doesn't have like the right...
Oh, gotta get a dongle.
Yeah, I know. But I don't really need that work, I guess.
That's how I kind of feel about it. Like, it helped me become a better artist, but it's not like I'm gonna show it to anyone. So it's alright.
Unless I want to post like, check out my crappy first Photoshop thing I ever did.
Right. Get ready to be embarrassed.
Oh, I realized last frame I did not move this right here, so it jumps a frame. That's okay. It'll probably end up looking fine when things are sped up. Okay, no. Sometimes I need to make myself, like I move things 1 increment and then I'm like, no, I need to move them bigger, so I do things like 2 increments.
Oh yeah. It's like, whoa, Nelly. Settle down. People are fighting over, is it soda? Is it pop? Is it soda pop? I wouldn't say fighting, just communicating differences in opinion. Ooh, people are saying where they're from. We've got people from Arkansas, Idaho, Alabama, Texas, as they call it in Texas. Texas. At least that's what I've noticed. I have a couple of friends now that are
like Tegggas.
Texas. I just feel like I say like Texas, and that's probably not right. Texas. We got Norway, Mexico, San Pedro, California, nice. Canada, Minnesota.
Did you say that with an accent?
Yeah.
Minnesota,
Washington, another one from Canada.
Well, what's the Ohio accent?
Nothing.
You're from Ohio, right? No, I've noticed that I dated a guy once from Ohio, and he said like his A's like, he had a sister named Allie, and he called her
Allie.
Allie.
Yeah, he's probably from northern Ohio, like near Cleveland.
Yep.
So there are some accents. Like if you get now down near like the hills, the Appalachian Mountains, you get a little bit of like a southern twang, a hill accent. Call it a crick.
People say crick in Utah too, like the more cowboy farmer people say crick.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Southern Utah.
Yeah. So that kind of comes out sometimes. You got the alley, or I'm from Cleveland. Oh, someone from Moscow. Nice, Nikolai.
Okay. So I'm like, normally I'd be paying like much closer attention to my trajectories of my curves. They're gonna be like just a little bit, like not super perfect on there. I'm just trying to go fast.
Perfect.
So,
Gotta go fast.
let's see, gotta still move that one.
But I think that works with like the content. It's candy, it's fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. Is everyone in chat drinking water? Are you stretching?
What?
No, we like to remind them, like if you've been sitting at your computer too long, making art too long, you gotta drink water, gotta stretch a little bit,
Gotcha.
stay physically well. See you later, Cedric. Thank you so much for being here.
So I've taken only 13 photos so far.
Oh no.
I'm gonna show a quick playback in reverse.
Sweet.
Do.
Hey!
So you can just see it kind of finishing up there.
Nice.
I'm gonna play it back a little slower in like 12 frames per second. So you can kind of see things finishing up there. Okay. Okay. It's 5:12. I mean 4:12. My clock on my computer is still Utah time, so.
Yes. There you go. Adobe Live Team, yes, bless you.
4:12.
Adobe Live Team is notoriously bad at holding in his sneezes. Gotta let him out.
I forget to drink a lot while I'm working on this type of stuff.
You gotta get reminded by Kathleen. Drink your water.
Yep.
Do your stretching.
And I'm often like, oh, I'll just hurry and get a drink after, and then my hurrying is like 4 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours later. Oh yeah, Julia says, everyone who's working on projects, don't forget to save. All right, Becca, gotta save your lettering.
These like save to my, I have like a hard drive hooked up right here.
Perfect.
Saving to my hard drive each time a photo is taken. So, that's good.
Maybe we can show some of these submissions. You don't have to be distracted from what you're doing. I can just show them on my screen and go through them.
Cool.
All right. Got this from Jeanette, and you said you updated this, so awesome. Nice space-time. Cool lettering, and this is an update from, this was the first submission you did today, so nice job.
Nice.
This is by Jasmine. I believe you won yesterday, Jasmine, right?
On mine, I think she was like top 2.
One of the top 2.
I just bumped the table. Let's see if it
Ooh.
stayed still. The
Lucky.
table legs are locked, so.
Yeah, very true. So nice job, Jasmine, on this. I love the illustrated elements on the back,
It's pretty.
behind, background. What are words?
Behind.
On the back, behind,
In
background.
the back behind.
Really nice textures in there. This is by Camilla, Daughters of the Mascara. Let me know if I pronounced that right, but this is really beautiful lettering. Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Very swooshy. Full of the swooshes and a nice texture to go along with it. So nice job, Camilla.
Usually when I get to the top, I'm like moving things off the top of my frame. I just like scoot them and they just fall off on the floor.
Bye. Definitely gonna have a mouse problem in here.
Yeah.
Another submission by Camilla. This is Fora Temer. Maybe that's Latin. Let me know, Camilla.
We've already proven our lack of
I
language
know.
skills.
I can holler at some French and a little bit of Japanese, but other than that, not so much. This is West Coast. It's really nice texture and some beautiful shapes and composition on that one. Nice job.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool little-
One thought I have on there is like the top of the T, like the cross there,
yeah.
is like bigger in width than, or like thicker than everything else. So
True.
it like really stands out when maybe it shouldn't as much. So
Yeah.
could be a little skinnier probably.
Right, if you made it
But it
more
looks
like
nice.
this part of the W, that might make it a little more cohesive. Nice job. We've got Sweet. Very cute. Nice, clean composition on this one. Love that. We've got Chandler, who's doing the Don't Glitch Out animations, and now you've got Game Over.
That's cool.
Very cool. Nice aesthetic. This is by Benedict Adventure. Very beautiful.
Is that his name?
Yeah, I think so.
Adventure?
Oh, Benedict.
No, his last. Oh, the word is adventure.
Yes.
I'm like, that's his last name.
Benedict Adventure. What a cool
Whoa.
name. And this is Victoria. Ooh, it says hello, and it's very abstract. Kind of like it though.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Kinda
like I
funky.
wouldn't have known it said hello unless that was the title. So it
Hello.
is- hello, is it me? There is a little bit of a legibility issue, but as for me, I like it. Man of the Woods. I like to see your process here. Nice job. This is by Daniel. Got Yum. Really cool. What is it? Geometric design. And Elena has Cheers. Really cute, bubbly, with a lot of personality.
Cute.
Hmm?
The shape of the S, I think it could probably be tilted a little more. Maybe the top of the S part could match more of
Right.
the angle of the top of the R.
Right. I totally agree.
But it's really fun. I liked it.
And then we've got Hope, which is really cute, surrounded by illustrations. Right up my alley.
Well, that's cool. I like the
Yeah.
details.
And I like that the line weight in the background isn't as heavy as the actual line weight of the word. Which
Yeah,
makes
it
it,
makes the words pop more.
yeah, very legible. So nice job, everyone. You have about 12 minutes to get your contest submissions in. So I'll work on curating this list, get it down to top 5 or top 10, maybe a top 12. And then we will look at the final submissions at 4:30. So keep them coming. If you're just joining us, the contest is to create a word, hand letter a word in either Photoshop CC or Illustrator CC on a white background, and get that submitted to us over on be.net/live. Click on the contest tab.
There's some candy falling off the table.
Bye. Wilson is wondering if you ever used any other software, like there's one called Lunchbox that he's referencing.
I haven't tried it.
Gotcha. He's saying that it's another kind of standalone stop motion tool set, and it's kind of from the past, so maybe Dragon Frame is a more updated app than Lunchbox.
No one answered if there's a mobile app that they've used for
Oh yeah.
stop motion.
Let us know, chat.
Okay, having to like reach so far.
Kenny
Okay.
says that he always struggles with finding the right font. Maybe it's time to do some hand lettering, Kenny.
Yep, I rarely use fonts anymore.
Oh, really?
Okay, now I'm thinking, when should I start doing the big word? Maybe next frame I'll start doing that one so that it overlaps a little bit with the flourishes.
Perfect. Chat, do you agree? I'm sure you do.
So a lot of people say to me, wow, I could never do that. Like, it takes so much patience. But I guess that's why they're not doing it. Like, I like doing it. Like, it's kind of, I think yesterday I mentioned, like, it's kind of zen for me. Like, I just get into
Totally.
the zone of moving. It's like more, my mind has to be more active when I'm laying things out and placing them. even though I'm following my sketch, it's like I want the right things to be in the right spot and all that, so it's harder for me to like talk and work at the same time as that. But when I'm moving things, I feel like my mind is a little more like inactive, so I can like try to do like multiple things at once because I'm just like in the zone of like moving. It's like more muscle memory, I guess.
Right. It's kind of like if you know a technique really well for painting or drawing, it's like once you have that sketch down, you don't really have to think about actually putting pencil to paper. Just kind of do it. So there's a stop motion studio app. That's a good one, says Emily. Apparently there's a Skillshare class by Jamie Bartlett for creating mobile stop motion.
Cool.
You can either also use Instagram for stop motion, which I've done before, but it's like very simple and very...
Like a few frames or something?
Yeah. I think it's like in stories you can do stop motion.
Haven't tried that.
Yeah. I usually do it real backwards and just take a bunch of pictures and put them into Photoshop and put them in a timeline.
Yeah, if I have only a few frames of something, I'd probably just use Photoshop for it
rather than AfterEffects.
Okay, I almost forgot. I gotta move this one. So now I have to determine like how fast I want this to write on. So if I like take only like this amount of like increments away at a time, it will write on more slowly. But if I take like bigger chunks, like double that, it will write on like twice as fast. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna start here because I want this to come on last, so it'll write on like this and then have this flourish come. So I'm gonna start from the end.
The main event.
Let's see.
Pauline, you'd have 10 minutes to get your submission in, so don't worry.
And before I do that, sometimes I forget, but I'm gonna take a few. Oh, my iPhone storage is full. Dang it. Do you have one?
I can get one. Definitely.
I have to delete some photos.
Okay.
But let's see, I'll delete some videos because those two.
Yeah, they take up the most.
Dang it. Not a good time.
That happens, like, my phone is always full. It's really sad.
Okay.
So you like to take kind of a before and after shot, or?
Well, it's more like detail photos, or like before I start shooting is when I take more of my behind the scenes photos to show like me in action with this. If you take a behind the scenes photo with like me at the beginning of the layout, it's not as interesting because you can't really see much of the lettering. So I like to take it right before I start shooting.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Just deleting stuff.
Sarah says technical difficulties also always happen when you are doing stop motion live. Yep, probably.
Yep.
It's quite the setup.
Okay, let's see if that'll allow me to take a few pics. Even though I started moving stuff, I'll take a detail photo anyway. I should have done it before I started shooting. So, oh, no, it still says it's full. Okay, I don't have time for that.
Okay. Got a phone for you.
Yes.
Complete with a pop socket.
Nice. So I like to take some from different angles, just so if I want to use or post these photos, people can see like the detail of it and that it's like an actual handmade thing and not faked or digitally done.
It's real. Pixar never happened.
It's real.
Thanks.
Speaking of real, that
I know,
real
this
just came
real. Okay. Got 5 more minutes to get your submissions in for the contest, chat. So the contest will change tomorrow, so make sure you get these submissions in today, or else all you got is a new portfolio piece, which isn't a terrible thing.
Okay. Now I'm going to start moving these even more fast. Get them off the page.
You need to get like a gutter around the table.
They're like pancake griddles, how they have the like oil catching thing.
Exactly.
The candy catcher.
Candy catcher, it's my mouth.
Yep.
Jasmine, oh, you're recovering from a cold, so you couldn't respond when we were talking about your piece, but we really liked it. Hope you feel better. Sarah says that she has a lot of respect for people who can create on camera, like Becca is right now. So cool under pressure.
Under pressure.
Totally.
I would have moved that all the way off. I kind of want to leave the bean or the tic tac on just like a tiny bit so that it has a lead in into the page.
Perfect.
I keep calling it page because it's paper, but I just mean the frame.
Big old page. See you later, Paul. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you next week. So speaking of working under pressure, big shout out to the behind the scenes crew. This has been kind of a crazy setup this week, and in between streams it is perfect working under pressure.
Yeah. Can you guys hear the candy falling off the table?
Into the abyss. Yes, Natalia, the final countdown for the contest. 2 more minutes, everyone.
Can't reach that far.
There it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter says it makes a cool sound when the candy hits the floor.
Good.
Making big moves. I like it.
Oh, I think that one's out of the frame anyway. Yep. So once things are out of the frame, I can just go yoink.
See ya.
I'm throwing these into a bowl.
Yes.
That one's out of the frame. This one's almost out of the frame.
Picking a candy at random and eating it.
Oops.
Okay. Now, I think this one's the only one that will still be in the frame a little bit. The rest of them are gone. I'll try not to knock them off the table. And then this one's out of the frame.
We have some amazing submissions that just came in at the last moment of the contest. The contest is officially over, I believe. So if you did not get your submission in, I apologize. We won't be able to show it because the contest is starting anew tomorrow. It's going to be a totally new theme. But we will look at these submissions in just a bit, and I'll curate the list, and then Becca will pick a winner for a free year of Creative Cloud. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Adobe Live. We're here on Behance every week, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5 p.m. This week we're focusing on lettering, and right now we have Becca Clason, lettering artist, stop motion designer extraordinaire, candy connoisseur, and Becca is working on a stop motion animation of play.
So now that I have all of the flourishes off, I can go a lot more quickly because I'm only moving one thing
Yes.
now.
scoot it a little bit. Perfectionism.
Yes, Shelly, we will show the new ones that haven't ever been shown. So we like to show all of the submissions and then we'll curate down the list. So no worries about that.
I'll take this one too.
Alright, I'll get these new submissions open and I'll just look through them with chat if you want to stay focused on what you're doing. Or unless you want to peek over and see what's going on.
I'll peek over.
Alright, we've got first submission by Christy. Really cool quotes and nice use of kind of illustration and lettering together. Nice job.
Cross-stitchy looking thing.
Yeah. This is Stay Awesome. I love these little kind of pop stars on the corner. Nice job. Mix of lettering styles. By Shelly, we have Swan, which is really pretty. Really nice use of shapes made into letters.
Two birds.
Two birds, one stone. Awesome, Shelly. Got Rocket. Another really cool use of an idea. So we've got the smoke from the rocket making the word rocket.
I like that rocket taking off. It's fun.
It's definitely really legible, so nice job on that. This is by Nicholas, Real Simple. Wow. I really love the kind of angles that you got with this. It's really smooth, but also organic. This is Andrew. It's good. Looks good.
You good?
You good? I'm good. Really love the shine on these. Gives it a nice three-dimensional aspect. Wow.
I like how the W connects.
Yeah, and a nice angle to all of the letters. We were kind of talking about that in a previous submission, but all the angles are kind of perfectly aligned, which makes it really cohesive looking and nice. Is that me or you?
I think it's fine.
Allison, you show your whole process, which I really love. From sketch to final sketch, onto process sketch, and then adding elements. So the final piece. Flow. Get your flow on.
Nice. I like how that W connects. Although it looks a little like the W has like three bottom
could be an
things. Oh yeah, maybe it could be an
Flom.
M. So you could have that connection off the end of the W just a little tighter, not like so wide.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's really nice.
Nice job, Allison. This is really cool. Amanda submitted the West Coast previously, but she updated and made this a little bit thinner.
Yeah, I think it could go even thinner. Oh,
Even
but then
thinner.
I know you have it thick on the left side, so you're probably wanting it to be thick on the right side as well.
Yeah.
I think you could thin up both of them, like
Gotcha.
the W and the T.
Nice.
But yeah, I
Good
like that.
feedback. Nice job, Amanda. Then we've got Smile from Julia. This is the first time lettering. It was fun to create and took a lot longer than you thought it would.
Nice. First time lettering? Oh, that's good.
Really nice. And I love the process that you show, Julia. You show the words and the inspiration behind the words. You might have done sun or flower or groove, but you chose smile. Really nice job. Really nice final product.
That's really nice.
And then Pauline, back at it with the pancake lettering. This looks digitally created, but it's really cool. I like that you tried to kind of mimic a physical object, which
That's fun.
may or may not be what the contest is tomorrow.
No.
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe you guys will do some pancake lettering.
Who knows? Well, we kind of know. Watch yesterday's stream if you want to know. But a nice job, Pauline. I really like I said, a really creative take on digital lettering. Cool, so I think those are all the submissions. I'm gonna curate down and then I'll offer you a top choices list.
Great. Okay, I'm trying to be fast so we can get into AfterEffects.
You are really fast. I'm impressed.
Well, the right-on effect goes, like I said, you can shoot it a lot more quickly, so that's nice.
awesome submissions this time, guys, and we're going to make the decision really, really tough. Nicholas, we haven't chosen a winner yet, or Becca hasn't chosen a winner yet, so stick around. Probably in the next 10 minutes, we'll pick one. Leon, no, don't think Adobe is buying Dragon. Not that I know of, but this is just,
No, it's part of my process, and then I use Adobe, so I just...
That's fair.
Use it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's a better tool for you to use. That's great. Leon, do you know of any other stop motion programs? Let us know. We've been trying to ask, but seems like maybe Lunchbox is one, Dragon Frame. What's up, Mitch Smith? Curiosity got the best of you, so here you are. Glad to have you back. You couldn't stay away. There's candy in my shoes.
Really?
Saving it for later.
Wow, what just happened? Oh, some of my Skittles migrated up to the top of the A somehow.
What?
Maybe get those off. And did I say Skittles? Candy.
Candies in general.
Okay. Now, I kind of wish I had broken up this A a little bit better, because I feel like I'm... oh, I need to go backwards.
Julia, you made a stop motion by putting all the photos together in Premiere Pro. Nice. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, Premiere or After Effects would work. It just depends on what else you want to add to it or how else you want to work. Why is this working? Okay. Okay. Sometimes I forget if I've taken the photo or not.
Did that happen?
So now, like this, I have a big chunk left here. I should have broken up the A into 3 parts, but I did kind of too big on that last one.
Gotcha.
So instead of breaking it up into, I could break it up either here, right in the middle, or just take off the whole thing, and I'm just gonna go for it.
She did it.
Just gonna take off the whole thing.
It hurt me.
It's kind of bigger increment than I wanted to move, but that's okay.
Can't always get what you want. Nicholas, you gotta go before the road's ice over. It's been a pleasure learning. Yeah,
where are you, Nicholas?
Yeah, right? Nicholas, are you going into the blizzard?
Nicholas, be careful.
Nicholas? Jolly old St. Nicholas?
Oh, candy everywhere, including Kathleen's shoe.
Yep. There's a snake in my boot.
Often when I'm done with a project, I do have like the materials like everywhere.
Totally.
Oops.
I bet. Julia wants to know, would you add sound or music to the stop motion?
Yeah, maybe I should do that tomorrow.
Maybe. I'm trying to pick a candy. What should I eat? Definitely a red runt. The best.
Let's see. Okay, this L. I guess I could just take some off the top of it. Otherwise, I have to, since it's like loops around and then comes down, it's like I'd either have to take off just part of that.
Impossible.
I'm just gonna, since trying to get into After Effects, I'm just gonna take off a bigger chunk here.
Love it. Oh, that was perfect. Nice. Nicholas is in East Texas. We don't deal with snow, so we kind of can't handle the ice. Makes sense.
Good luck.
Be safe.
Yeah, that doesn't really connect very well. So I need to, it's gonna be a big jump for that L, but
That's all
I
right.
can speed up some of the other letters so that the jump doesn't look as weird.
What's up, Nadia? Thanks for stopping by. I have candy in my mouth. I apologize. You should be glad that the mic is not closer to me. So we have about 15 more minutes here live with Becca Clason, lettering artist extraordinaire, stop motion wizard, Candy.
Wizard. I like wizard.
Candy Queen.
Candy Queen.
And best friends.
Sung like dancing queen.
Yes, totally. So we have Becca here. We had her yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're focusing on lettering this week here at Adobe Live. We're here Tuesday through Thursday every week, 9 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. Located in possibly sunny San Francisco. Not sure what it looks like outside. Haven't been outside all day.
Overcast San Francisco.
Normal San Francisco. Is she just tossing candy on the floor? It's kind of half and half.
It's in a bowl, but sometimes it bounces out.
Yeah, let me see if I can show you all what's going on. Oh, this bowl was not this bowl at the beginning of the stream.
Here's a big bowl of candy.
Oh, I just want to throw it. Sometimes I get these urges and I need to control myself.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. All right, chat, which candy should I eat? Looking for another runt. Aha! Found one. Here you are. I might just hold these.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Then I won't miss.
Yeah. They won't go in my boots anymore.
Lucky for you.
Feels like Halloween. Yeah, Nadia, Wow.
I still missed it. The candy bounced out.
We were looking for like a big basket or bowl of some sort, and Adobe Live team just reaches under the table and grabs these literal candy bowls from under the table. It's like,
I think it was Gus Bot.
yeah, Gus Bot, aka Adobe Live team. Here you are, it's right here.
Soft. Softly.
Was it a banana nut? Banana runt? No way, Shelly, those are the worst.
Who likes those?
My dad.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows that. It was the strawberry runt that you never get enough of in your runt package, so I'm just eating them all.
True. I'm gonna just put those to the side. Oops. Scrolling the wrong way. Okay.
Ooh, Jose has a great idea. If we record the sound, like the Foley of this candy noise, and then add it into the animation.
Yeah, I don't. Do you guys have like one of those? What are they called? Where you make your own sounds? I have one at home. Yeah, but like it records it.
I mean, you could use iPhones. Who knows? Maybe we'll get that figured out tomorrow.
Let's see. So I
Maybe
write it
not.
like that. So I want this part. I'm gonna kind of combine the two of those, ending the top of the P and the bottom in the same frame.
This is hefty.
Almost done shooting.
Amazing. So maybe once you get these all off before After Effects, we'll pick a winner.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ah, gone the wrong way. Okay, so break it up there, there. Or, yeah, I'll do that.
Ooh, sounds like a rain stick.
It does.
Rain stick full of cavities. Ooh, getting so close. Love it. Yay!
Last picture.
A blank piece of paper has never looked so good.
Okay, now I'm gonna play it back.
Wow!
Cool.
Chat, that's amazing.
So now I don't think I deleted any frames there, but I'm gonna confirm that take and let's pick a winner and then I will go into After Effects.
All right, a winner of this candy bowl. Just kidding. The winner of a free year of Creative Cloud. So here is the first option.
Oh yeah.
We really like this one. Got Dahlia. So any feedback?
I noticed that the H and the L are kind of on different angles. So the L is the one that looks off from all the other ones. So that L could probably be tilted a little back that way.
A little more vertical.
And maybe the shape of the like swoosh off of the A could be like a little more rounded or somehow match the shape of the letters a little more, because those are more vertical and then the swoosh is like kind of horizontal. Yeah. So maybe it could mimic some of that stroke, but it looks really nice.
Yeah, and I think some of these final shapes look a little unfinished to me, like they weren't done with the same care that maybe these were. And this little, what is this called, tittle, maybe, is a little blurry.
Yeah, the jot crosses the T and the tittle dots the I, right?
Yeah, there you go. Alrighty, on the Jamara, be grateful with this nice texture.
Fun texture behind.
And we actually don't have that much time, so I'm not going to ask for feedback on all of them. So you were lucky, Guillermo, you got some feedback. Alright, this is Flora Timmer. Really nice halftone texture. By Camilla. Real simple.
That's nice.
Real complex.
It's like sort of in the shape of a heart, but I kind of want some more something to be in that upper right spot to fill in the little heart shape.
Yeah, the whole aesthetic is pretty busy, so it's like let's fill it up over here a little.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So I really like this one because it shows the whole process.
That's what I liked about Jasmine's yesterday. Her was it a B? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, totally. I remember that. Nice job.
Although, I just noticed about the last one, because that flourish comes off, it looks like it's crossing a T.
It does.
So watch for that too. Maybe you could break up the flourish there, or you could end it before the L and maybe have it come up and then curl back on itself before it comes to the L, something like that.
Yeah, right. And you could also totally get rid of this little piece and just have this be the ender of the F and also the end of the flourish.
That would be nice.
Cool. Now this one's awesome because apparently it was Julia's first time.
First time. Killing it.
Yeah, this is really smooth.
And funky.
Yeah, and which was one
juicy.
Super juicy smile. But one of her inspiration words was 1970s, so I think that kind of fits in with this really well. We've got Pauline's pancake word, which I just really think this is a really innovative idea. And then this was Saphira's, which was submitted after the fact, so it's not eligible, but I just wanted to show it.
Employment. Me too.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. All right, so
I think I have a favorite.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am gonna go with balls.
Balls is the winner. Amazing, Kendra! Congratulations.
I just noticed the little shadow under the ball too. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, this is just really all in all designed well. It's on a ball. It's a really curvilinear shape character. Nice job,
the
Kendra.
Monoline.
Yeah, it's clean, but gets the point across. And I'm not sure if you've won previously. If so, we'll send you another prize other than Creative Cloud. But if you have not won, you are now the proud owner of a free year of Creative Cloud. Congratulations. Be on the lookout in your Behance messages for a message from Adobe Live team. So we have like 4 minutes to show this and to close things out. So maybe like in 30 to 60 seconds, you can explain what you're gonna do.
Okay, my AfterEffects isn't opening. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'm going to, all those photos saved to my hard drive here. I'm gonna, while AfterEffects is opening, I'm gonna go to my Finder, get the photos there, have a folder called Adobe Live, Take 2, because that's where I started shooting, and my camera is set to shoot a raw photo as well as a JPEG of each. I'm going to use the JPEGs just because it will make editing more quickly, but I have those raw photos. In case I ever need like something really large, I can always replace the JPEGs with the raw if I need to. So I'm going to make a folder called JPEG so that I can import them. Let's see. So I have my thing set to 2000 by 2000 pixels. I'm gonna fit to screen here.
Okay, so now I'm gonna import my photo stream. Let's see, hard drive, Adobe Live. JPEG. Okay, so I'm going to import as a JPEG sequence and then drag that sequence onto my, oh, it's already on my timeline. Okay. So let's go back to fit. I feel like it's not fitting. Oh, it opened up a new comp, that's why. Okay, gotcha. So I'll drag it in. So it's large right now because it took these as larger than 2000 by 2000. So first thing I'm going to do is scale it down.
Gotcha. You might do that for all of them?
Yeah, I scale down all of my things usually.
Nice. And maybe we can pause there until tomorrow so people will have a fresh view of what's going to happen tomorrow. We do only have like a minute left.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually.
There is a bonus. We will end at 5 p.m.
Oh, we will end at 5 p.m. Okay,
cool.
keep going. Just for you,
bonus
all chat.
For me.
And
okay.
bonus for Becca.
So I have my, it's like loading, so it's kind of like jumpy for now.
Right.
But I have, okay, let's see, I'll make this, okay, so I'm going to reverse my footage by hitting Command Option R, that reverses it, and then I'm going to play it in order, it's pre-rendering, so it's kind of jumping around.
I love that part. So satisfying.
I know. Oh, I'm going to end my timeline here with the right bracket. Oops, no, wrong thing. With the N. That's what it is. Okay.
Oh, so smooth.
So that's going like super fast. I'm going to slow it down a little. I had a total of how many photos? So for that sequence, I took a total of 50 photos, which is less than I usually take, but I was trying to do large increments and go faster. So I have 50 photos to work with. I'm going to right click on my sequence and go to time, enable time remapping. So that creates keyframes at the beginning and at the end, and I can stretch it out a little bit longer.
Oh, nice.
And then I can pull it past my end keyframe to make it hold on that last frame for like just a little bit. And so I'll try that and see how that timing works. So often when I'm trying to get the speed right and the keyframes, I kind of play with it a little bit and find the speed that I like the best.
Right. That's really cool. So it's doing kind of the rendering right now.
It's pre-rendering, like rendering right now.
And you can see that by that green bar going along with
so
the red.
if the green bar means it's pre-rendered, if it's not green, it means it's like trying to load.
Boom. Smooth as candy.
So the end things come in like a little faster than I want. I'm probably going to slow it down altogether a little bit more. Maybe I'll make it 5 seconds long and then hold on the end. So now let's pre-render again.
Chat, what do you think? Everyone is saying very cool. It's so nice to see this live. Finally saw it. Yes. It's a lot of work that goes into something so satisfying. Thanks, Pauline. Appreciate it. Call it my pirate shirt.
She likes your shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's like a very long tunic dress shirt.
Okay, so I let that play like a few times just to see how I like the speed.
Whoa.
So that like, I might want play to come in a little faster, and then I might want these flourishes to come in a little bit slower.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna keyframe, I know they overlap a little bit, but I'm gonna keyframe where the play ends and the flourishes have already started to come in, but keyframe there, and then move that one up so the beginning part moves a little faster and the rest moves a little slower, and then I'll pre-render again.
So it's a lot of kind of just push and pull, playing a little bit.
Play.
Chuck, that's a good idea, putting easy ease on the keyframes.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
We'll get there, Chuck.
I'll just do it now just so I don't forget. So if you do function, if you have on a laptop, function F9, that creates an automatic ease on there. And I can always go into highlight those and click on the graph and play with the ease a little bit if I want that slower or faster. And this part of the graph editor, it's like if the flatter the line, the slower it's going. So if it's like a steep thing, that means it's going faster at that point. So I'll click back to the timeline, see how that looks. Okay, it's pre-rendered, so now let's see. Oh, still pre-rendering a little.
I love that. It really looks like they're just like sliding in at the end. It's so nice.
Yeah, they're just kind of easing in. So yeah, it looks like I probably did bigger increments for the A and the Y. It looks like those come in a little bit faster, so I'll probably keyframe there and play with that speed. I want everything to look, all the letters to look pretty even. So I'll do a little bit of keyframing there because I wasn't doing the exact same increments on all of my movements there.
Great. So we're about a minute left. Maybe real quick you can go over what you're going to do tomorrow.
Okay.
And we can say goodbye.
Great. So tomorrow we're going to come back into After Effects. I'm going to add some color correction, play with the levels and that kind of thing, and try to finish and fine-tune my speed. And then I'm going to bring in my vectorized lettering and do some digital animation there, so that comes in that white spot underneath the word play.
Perfect.
So, and then we'll have the final video.
Yes, can't wait to see. So make sure you come back tomorrow. We start at 9 a.m. and Becca will be live at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much for sticking with us here on Adobe Live on Behance, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Think fast. Just kidding.
You should have really thrown it.
I thought about it.
All right, you guys are off.